So I became an observer of new technology. I recently have purchased a new X5. And I gave the key to my car to an employee, several different employees, and said, go gas my car. The car is keyless. So the employee came back and said, how do you start the car? I went and I showed him, push this button, and the car would start. And I left. They came back and said, how do you change gear? I went and I showed them how to change gear. Driving new technology needs a new set of knowledge. Take this car example into the new technology. So what we came up in the last year through interviews of multi-location user, single location owner, small guy to the big guy. What do we need to measure? Not only sustain your position in the marketplace, but grow your business.
Right.
Amazing part here was, it became very obvious, we know what we know, we know what we don't know, but we have no idea that we don't know what we don't know, even to measure simplistic part of the business. Whatever you focus on, it influences you. The focus for most part is what is not working. Then changing the focus, what is going to work. One of the common things that I share with everybody is, he can who think he can, and he can't who think he can't. And by the way, both of them are right. We are the creator of certain beliefs, and our belief system is fueled by being right. If we think we can, we are going to do everything in our power to be right about it. And if we say we can't, we are going to do everything to make sure it doesn't happen. Being right has an opposite point of being wrong. Being wrong is just a statement. Go through the emotion of being wrong. Go through the last time that you realized you were wrong. You felt embarrassed, belittled, stupid at some part. Your heart fell down in your stomach. So, we don't want to be wrong. Every organization that I look that is not working is the leader. The mindset of the leader. Can they do what it takes to turn the business around today? It is in the belief system of the business owner. When I ask them to come, look at their business. So what do they need to look at? Data. It's no different than I ask them, let's go in this room, there is a big snake in this room. And they all say, hey man, I'm not coming in this room. So what I do with this situation, the room that the snake has in it, it has a big window. I can say, hey, look at the snake. They start looking at it. Slowly I open the door and I give them a stick. Say, touch it. And the next thing you know, they're touching by hand the snake and say, hey, this is beautiful, this feels good. The snake is the data. Nobody wants to go in there and really look and touch. So what I do, I expose their data, which is different than my data, than the other data, and say, look at the data. And if we start massaging this, data is the new gold. The snake that is in there is actually your gold, and now let's extract the gold out. So we got to chunk the data in bite sizes so they can feel it, touch it. We look at historical data, we break it down, we say, in this period, you did this many invoices, your average invoice amount was this, which translates this many invoice a week, this many invoice a month. Now, where do you want to go? How far do you want to increase the business? 10%, 20%, 50%, 75%. The destination is your choice, how aggressive you want to be. We take that, we say, okay, if you want to increase the business by 50%, you need to do this many more invoice per month, this many more invoice per week, and also increasing the average of the invoice. So if we increase the number of invoices and increase the average invoice amount, 50% would translate to 2.5 times of what currently you're doing. Okay? Numbers become clear. Report shows you exactly how many invoices you need to do in sales, and we have separated sales and service. Week, month, average invoice. They get it. They say, okay, how do I do this? How do I increase it? Where everybody was complaining, sales are low. People are not coming. We don't have traffic. We picked some strategic partner and we said, let's do customer counts. In customer counts, it became very clear to us that on a good day, only 30% closing. On a good day. I have seen in the customer counts versus what happens in the software. Quotation, on approval, sale, less than 10% versus the traffic. So what is the problem? The problem is we are selling the same way we were selling in the 90s. We haven't retrained ourselves. So the interesting point here comes. Have you ever had, Mr. Business Owner, sales training? What do you mean, David? Have you ever had formal sales training? Did you ever go to a course? Did you ever hire somebody to come train you as a salesperson? No. Has any of your staff been trained? No. So you're telling me you're an accidental salesperson, and whoever you hired is accidental salesperson? Yes. Wow. It's amazing you're still in business. You're doing the same thing you were doing in the 90s and expecting a different result. And this is the meaning of insanity, by the way. We keep doing the same thing, and expecting things are going to turn around. So if we keep doing the same thing and our environment is the same, no problem, continue. If the outcome is favorable, continue, no problem. But the world has changed. Consumer demand has changed. Their listening has changed. And you're not reading, you're not learning. The person who doesn't read is no different than the person who cannot read. The X5 example. We show you how to start this new technology. We show you how to put it in the drive, and subject to your personal choices of destination, we give you the GPS. Make a right, make a left, go 200 miles and get to the destination. Destination is your choice. I would suggest that don't let the economy dictate your economy. Your economy is dictated by you. Your activity, your knowledge, and your learning. Train yourself, train your staff. That's all you need to do, nothing else. An immediate impact would be there. You would see the result in bottom line and in your revenue. Simple. Now we can come step by step, show you, here is your goal, here what you need to do. So when the goal is clear, we have created performance report that give you visibility of information of where you have been, where you are, and assist you on the GPS, how to get to your destination. The nature of the business owners is entrepreneurship. What fuels an entrepreneur is creativity. We need to bring back creative confidence. Creative confidence is all aspects of the business. What is very clear to me in the last decade, creativity created something, it didn't work. It didn't work and didn't work, and they lost their confidence in their creativity. What my attention has been to rebuild their creative confidence through analytic, through their data. Touch it step by step, show it to them. Once their creative confidence come back, their marketing would become creative again, their advertising would become creative again, their merchandising based on Mr. Stroh would become creative again, their presentation would become creative again, their selling process would become creative again. The common core that I see, since they lost their creative confidence, what is the byproduct of it? They have lost their passion. The passion that day one was there, that they started a business, build a business, went through everything that it took to bring it to the point that it was a decade ago, 5 years ago. The passion is gone. Now what my passion is to show them, hey, there is a light in the end of the tunnel. There is a way to get out of this current situation. Not only in software solution, bring us in, I will take from A to Z of your business and bring transformation into it. Absence of leadership is no teamwork. So about a year ago I said, how do we bring the team together? How do we bring cohesiveness together? On top of what they currently have in place, salary plus commission. By the way, they're paying the same thing for what their employee was doing 5 years ago. This needs to change. You can't pay in this market what the employee was doing 5 years ago. They need to do totally new set of stuff, new activities, which we have implemented in the software. How many phone calls they need to make a day? How many customer contact they need to have a day? How many thank you letter they need to send a day? How many times they need to pick up and say, happy birthday, sir. We have implemented all these tools in place. We have pulled a new module together, incentive program. Incentive program works like this, that based on the growth that you pick, destination that you pick, then you share it with your employee. Hey, if we as a team increase the business 50%, and you put every employee, anybody in your organization, part-time, full-time, and rug manager, and you group them. You say, group A could be your salespeople. If we hit this goal, week, month, quarter, year, you get a percentage of the sale, you get a percentage of profit, or you get a fixed dollar, your choice. So your weekly goal becomes clear. You need to do X number of invoices per week in sales. your average invoice should be this, and you need to do this many invoices in service, your average service needs to be this. So something amazing has happened. The goal is clear. The chart is available to every employee, from labor to back office to office manager to management to the salespeople. And you have group A, group B, group C, group D, group E, as many groups you want to have. You say, hey, salespeople, if we hit this goal, we give you this. Office people, help the salespeople, support them. If we hit the goal, you get this. Labor, if you do your part and we hit this, you get this. So I've seen this many times. It's Friday afternoon, the week starts from Monday through Sunday, and they need $12,000 more to make the weekly goal. And the salesman is sitting. He's not doing what he should do based on the standard. The office manager comes and say, hey, Joe, why are you sitting? We need $12,000. How many people can you make phone call to bring in to make the sales? It's Friday afternoon, 6 o'clock, and certain number of people supposed to leave at 6 o'clock. Client walks in. Nobody is leaving. Everybody is waiting. How can I help to get my share? Everybody is being compensated based on team performance. When you push this report, you say today, okay? You see also yesterday. What did you do yesterday? And you will look at tomorrow, what you did tomorrow last year in one snapshot. We look at week last year, and 6 years behind. So we can give you in one snapshot information, and this is the week that you did here, or here historically. We look at years. We give you years in one snapshot. So we have a lot of performance, historical information that we bring with one click. One click, all this information is available. Then we come to the sales incentive schedule, report, historical information, you did this many. So there is two ways to look at that information. If you want to be really aggressive, and not everybody is going to have that destination of being really aggressive, you can pick rolling year